Hi Scorpios, welcome to my channel, Crystal Shadow Work. So this is going to be your solar eclipse reading for June 2021. So this is a very awesome time if you're catching this between the eclipses, because we just had our lunar eclipse, right? And I feel that really opened up opportunities and like new ways of doing things, and the solar eclipse that we have coming is kind of closing those things out. So a lot of these karmic cycles and relationships are closing out because eclipses do close those cycles out, but it's also calling in like new divine lovers and new paths and all sorts of stuff, because these eclipses are very, very intense, okay? And they really get us in our emotions and in our feelings. Okay, so you have a lot of those moments and those epiphanies and come to light. See, this devil energy keeps coming out. A lot of these karmic cycles and relationships are closing out. You know, so a lot of breakups and things like that, like false foundations are coming down for new foundations to, you know, to build these new foundations with our divine lovers and the people that we were meant to be with. So it's a very exciting time. Okay, so yes, if you're, you know, noticing these things, you know, like very strongly to express yourself, definitely do that. You're being called to do that at this time. This new moon that we have is in Gemini, and Gemini is all about communications and our thoughts and our feelings and how we think and feel and who we want to share our life with and all of those things. And if you're being called to let some people close out, walk away, you know, you need to trust what you're feeling at this time. You know, because you could very much be leaving like a karmic behind and walking right into the arms of your divine lover, right? That can't happen if you don't sacrifice something, right? You need to trust your intuition, your higher self very strongly with the High Priestess out right away, with the Eight of Swords. You may be feeling trapped, stuck, you know, but that's all within the mind. Okay, when you want out of a situation and you tell yourself like, I want out of this situation, I'm going to find a way, you know, you start to first tell yourself that, then you start to see things that you didn't see before, different ways, different situations may open up for you. A lot of times it just takes us telling the universe that we want to change, and when we do that, then things open up and become available to us. All right, so we're going to get into this new moon reading. I'm going to do my new moon circle here for you guys, taking a look at past, present, future energies, what's going on for you with some advice. At the end of the reading, I will be doing my Moonology and Queen of the Moon Oracle readings for you guys. So if you hang out to the end, you can definitely catch those. All right, stars, we're ready for Scorpio's June new moon solar eclipse energy. Show me the cards for Scorpios. What's their recent past? What are they letting go of around this eclipse time for Scorpios? Okay, we got the Knight of Pentacles for your recent past. It's the current energy. The Empress. Beautiful. Love it. That's you taking charge of your life. Yep. Ten of Swords is coming out in the near future. Beautiful. So Scorpio, I love it. It looks like you guys are taking control of your life with this Empress energy. This is where you're finally realizing your self-worth. You're realizing what you deserve and desire. You're wanting to bring in an abundant new beginning for yourself. And you're closing out a difficult situation, cycle, relationship, whatever this is for you. It's closing out in the near future. Okay, and I feel this is you closing this out. You're making those empowered decisions because you know that it's no longer in alignment with where you're at. You have the Princess of Cups coming as your current situation. Let's see what's crossing that. Which means somebody is wanting to come express their love. Look, I told you guys, I don't make this stuff up. Six of Cups. This is a past life lover, soulmate. It could be somebody coming back from the past, or it could literally just be from past life. But this is definitely a soulmate energy. This is what you have crossing you at this time. And I think that, you know, you're going to realize that you were with like the wrong lover. Like the person that you were with was a soulmate, but they were not your highest level soulmate. They were not supposed to be your forever love. They were probably karmic, and it was probably a very difficult, challenging situation meant to teach you lessons. And you're realizing that, and you're closing this out, and you're bringing in your divine lover. All right, we have the King of Swords that is coming up in the blockage. So that's your guys' energy, feeling that, well, might not be. Well, it's the air energy. So you could have air placements, you know, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I don't always like to call them out because it could be your energy, or it could be, you know, somebody has air in their chart. We don't often know everybody's charts. But for those of you, somebody has air placements, or they're just exhibiting those, right? Because the King of Swords is all about strategizing, making a plan, using their intellect. They're very smart, very, you know, focused on figuring things out, putting together a plan. That's why I said this could be you, because you're so focused on finding your escape, your way out, your way to close out this difficult situation, and that might be why it's a blockage for you. Seeing the Eight of Swords, you might be feeling a little bit of like not sure how to fully close this out or how to move forward. Let's see what your action is. Your action is the Princess of Pentacles, okay? And your outcome here is the Hermit. So taking some time for you to go within and to heal from this, because you need to heal a minute, right? Especially when it's something that's been very painful. But with the Princess of Pentacles, here is your action. You're being called to create something, you know, something that's going to be new, but it's like a new, stable, secure foundation somewhere else. Or I'm going to clarify, and we're going to find out more, but this was definitely a very difficult situation where you were carrying a lot of burdens, a lot of responsibilities, like a lot of weight. It was definitely, I feel like, one-sided. You were doing all of the work and you can't do it anymore. Okay, so the Princess of Pentacles, again, is where you're, you know, you're wanting to create like grounded, stable, something somewhere else, okay? And with the Princess, like, it's new, so it could require you maybe to do something you've never done before. Maybe you've always lived with other people. Maybe that Devil energy is kind of you holding on to codependency, okay? Fear of abandonment, so you always stay with people, or having that codependency where for security and stability. Maybe you're finally breaking away from that, Scorpio, and you're, you know, trying something new, like living on your own. You know, not relying on others, letting go of those toxic patterns, because it could very much just be a pattern, the ending to a cycle. You know, if maybe you've always get yourself involved with the wrong people because you always, you know, get together with people when you're at a place of being heartbroken, heartache, or loss, you know, where just you always find yourself in those situations. A lot of times it's definitely a time that you need to take some time for you and be on your own for a little bit, because you need to be okay with being on your own and taking care of yourself and all of those things. And when you work on that and you love yourself and that Empress energy, you know, then you call in higher vibrational people and soulmates and things like that. And you're going to stop calling in like broken people meant to teach you lessons, because broken people often come together to teach lessons when they're in low vibrations. That's why you should never get together with somebody when you're still in a place of heartbreak, heartache, and a place of healing. Okay, but this Hermit energy, you're definitely like focusing on you. You're in your own little world. That's why I feel like you're finally starting to realize that you need to get to a place where you're focused on you. Okay. All right, so let's clarify and we'll find out more of the story. All right, Source, this is for Scorpios for June for their new moon energy in Gemini, their solar eclipse energy. Show me the cards for Scorpio. Clarify their reading. What is the Knight of Pentacles here? So we have the Emperor. Wow, that's beautiful. So see, we have Emperor and Empress both out on my table here. So the Emperor is in the recent past. The Empress is in the present moment. You could literally, you know, already have your divine counterpart. You know, they are crossing you right now. So they are crossing your current situation. They're physically in your world right now, your divine counterpart. The highest of the high relationships. Love that. All right, so I feel they might have came in, or they've been off at the distance, because they're clarifying the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of the Pentacles knows divine timing. They know how to wait and be patient. And they could very much be watching you, because I had to just do a second take. I don't know why, but my reading stopped recording in the middle of it. And it was heavily with the Page of Swords. So somebody's definitely watching you. We're probably going to see that come out again. Okay, but I feel they've been waiting for you and, you know, to close out something. And I feel as soon as you close out the situation and get empowered and get into your Empress energy, they're going to come right in, because they're right there. They're right there. And, you know, and you guys remember these energies, we have divine masculine and feminine energies within all of us. So, you know, like if you're a masculine watching this, like you're talking about the Empress energy, this is you, this could be your, you know, your feminine side, that's your loving, caring, kind. The masculine is more like your authority, take action, all of that. So just let the roles as you see fit, okay? They're just energies here. So this is very beautiful. Let's clarify the Empress. 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment. See, this is in the current energies. You have wish fulfillment, loving life. This is where you're very content, you're satisfied, you know, you're having fun with friends and family, and you're just in a really good place. It's very beautiful. 8 of Swords is still on the bottom, okay? Like I said, this is where I feel coming off this way. You're very content. I feel that maybe you just finally like let go of a bunch of stress. But now you need to get yourself away from it. It's like you still might have it in your environment and you're looking kind of for escape. Like I said, I feel maybe you ended something, but you're still like in a toxic environment. Like maybe like you broke up with someone, but you're still living with them, those sort of things. Especially with the pandemic, a lot of that's been going on, right? So I feel that you just still feel a little bit trapped. You know that you need to move away. Okay, let's clarify the near future. Well, the romantic dropped up. That's that endless love. That's like the divine love card in this deck. And that's beautiful. That's like the love of your life. Yeah, 6 of Swords. You're going to be moving out of troubled water. This could be a physical movement as well. 6 of Swords can be physical movement, travel, change of residency, all of those things. But you're definitely moving away from this cycle that closed out. Yeah, look, Empress energy again. You guys are definitely in your power. I love it. Clarify this Princess of Cups. So this is your current situation with this Princess of Cups. And you have the 7 of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful. So there's divine timing at play here because the cycle of situation needs to close out. But you have luck on your side. This fated love is coming right for you. Trust your intuition, your higher self with the High Priestess. Clarify the 6 of Cups. The Lovers. I told you guys, this is a divine lover. Twin flame soulmate, life partner, if you're on that journey. Otherwise, it's just a divine lover, soulmate. This is like the love of your life. And here's the new love. You've never had a love like this before. I often tell you guys, especially when we're wrapping up these karmic situations and cycles, we feel that, oh my gosh, like I've been through so much. I've been so heartbroken that I don't want to deal with that anymore. Well, you guys, I get that. But, you know, all of that was like leading you up to this. You've never had this type of love before. This is a higher vibration. It takes a lot to get up to that Empress energy, okay? You have to go through a lot. You have to do a lot of healing, a lot of surrendering, a lot of shadow work and all of that. And when you get up to that Empress energy, then you get these divine lovers and that best kind of love. So you don't even know what this best kind of love is, and it is here for you. And it's like rewards for like doing the work. So it's very beautiful. These other love connections and relationships are meant to teach you lessons and to get you ready for this next level of love. Clarify the King of Swords. That's why a lot of times we meet these people too temporarily, and then they're out of our lives and they come back into our lives because it's like it shows you a preview of what you could have type of thing. But it's like it won't come together when you're not in that vibration where you deserve it. The Magician, you've created this new beginning. You sure have. I'm not surprised when you see the Magician with the Empress. It's because you know your worth. You know how powerful you are. You know how to manifest. You know how to bring the things that you deserve and desire right to you. And you have multiple options available to you with the 7 of Cups. So be careful because Mercury retrograde can bring back past lovers, exes, those things kind of as tests, okay? So like if somebody's coming in and they're not vibrating high, they're trying to bring drama or turmoil or things like that into your world, you need to know, no, not dealing with this. You need to shut the door on that because we often do have tests, and just to make sure that you're ready, you know? So, you know, Just because you have multiple options, don't choose the wrong options, Trust your intuition and your higher self. Let that guide you, okay? Clarify the Princess of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. There it is. This is your action. That's your divine love. Oh my gosh. Clarify the Hermit. King of Swords, right? Again. Both decks very strongly as definitely your energy. You definitely strategizing, making a plan, figuring out what you're going to do using your intellect. You're coming unattached a little bit, so be careful, because sometimes you can be so focused on planning, strategizing that you don't want to become too cold and distant, because you do have an amazing love trying to come in for you guys. This is amazing. I love it. And on the bottom, Page of Swords. There it is. I told you. They're definitely watching you. They feel this connection. They've been watching you. They've been waiting for you to close out this cycle and get moving, get to where you need to go. So, no surprise there. I told you guys it's probably going to come back out. All right, so there's the tarot reading. So definitely, you guys, like, share, subscribe, all of those things. Spread love and light to me and to others. Lets me know that these readings resonated with you. You'll also be helping other fellow Scorpios get to see this reading, as it will help it circulate, right? And if you're not subscribed to my channel, definitely do that, right? So I'll be saved in your subscriptions. You can find me again. If you click that notification bell too, you will get notifications on when I do my uploads, right? Okay, so next we're going to get into your Moonology and your Queen of the Moon oracles. All right, so this is for Scorpio, for their June energy, their solar eclipse, new moon energy for Scorpios. Okay. Scorpios. There you go. All right, so on the bottom, you've got take a time to breathe out. Yes, we often forget to do that. Stress causes us to withhold our breaths, right? And a lot of times we close in that negativity and toxicity that we're breathing in, because when we get angry and frustrated, we hold our breath in. We hold on to that. We forget to take those deep breaths, because that is how you release and let go of those things. So when you find yourself, in a stressful situation or environment, just release all that negativity, okay? Especially like when you get home and things like that. Release the negativity and the stress of the day, okay? And also, when you're doing that, it allows you to breathe in positive energy, which often give you those epiphany moments then, because then Source is like, oh, they're calming down. We can send some loving light and guidance their way. That's why you often get those moments when you're taking just some time to breathe and relax, okay? All right, you also got luck is on your side. Very beautiful. I told you, like, we were seeing the Wheel of Fortune coming out. Like, it is your time. You guys have luck on your side. I love that. See that Cupid's arrow? You're definitely getting guided right towards love. Cupid is definitely helping bring this together for you. And you got the answers you need are coming. That's what I feel. You're going to be getting the guidance and enlightenment with this strong eclipse energy of how to get yourself out of that Eight of Swords energy. And you are very close to achieving your goals. Very beautiful. All right, so that was your Moonology. Let's take a look at your Queen of the Moon oracle. All right, Source, this is for Scorpio for their new moon in June. Gemini, moon in Gemini energy for Scorpio. It's also their solar eclipse energy. First card out was fear, guys. Okay. Look, abundance. You guys got abundance coming for you too. It's also faded. Luck's on your side. You're getting abundance. Wow. You don't see it that way though. Not just yet. All right. I feel the fear and the anxiety and the stress because see that Ten of Swords, But fear is just an illusion. You need to remember that. Fear does not live in the past. It doesn't live in the present. Or it doesn't live in the future. It's only in the present moment. You have the power right now to choose to create this fear or not to create this fear. So whatever you feel that is scaring you or whatever, release that. Take those deep breaths and know that, no, don't have that fear. You have the power to not have that fear. It's just an illusion. okay? You can ask your angels to come in and help you release those fear and anxieties and worries, but you need to be strong and have the courage to tell yourself, I'm going to release all of my fear, okay? So, and often that we get fear, all of that often come when we're closing out these major life cycles, especially when you've been hanging on to something out of like familiarity, you know, and a lot of times we're uncomfortable with letting go of the energies of the people we've been surrounding ourselves with because it's comfortable. Well, if you live a life in comfort, you know, it's like, I don't even feel like it's comfort, it's just like complacement. I think I'm saying that wrong, but it's like where you're at, it's like become like stale and boring, you know. And it's like you have such an exciting and amazing, you don't even know what this type of love is yet, and it's there for you. All right, so darkness, you could definitely, I love the eclipse energy there, you could definitely be coming out of the darkness. You know, I feel that maybe this has been a dark part in your life, especially if you've been dealing with karmic situations. You know, it's like you're coming out of the darkness into the light. You've probably been going through a transformation, probably meant to teach you a lot of life lessons, and you're coming out of it. So it's very beautiful. You're coming out of the darkness, coming out of the long night moon. And then you got the resilience. You need to remember that just because you've been through a lot, you know, like, let that amp you up for how resilient you are and how much stronger you are. Like, often we look back at and kind of put ourselves in that feeling of like, oh, poor me, like we pity ourselves a little bit for what we went through. No, you went through all that stuff for learning, and, you know, remember how strong you are for having go through all of those things, especially if you've been through a lot of stuff. You know, you've been through a lot more than most people, and just build yourself up knowing how resilient you are, you know, and you learn all those lessons, like you're done with all of that stuff, you know, especially those of us that have went through a lot within our childhoods up until where we're at, you know, like you're not going to have to go through that stuff anymore. You're coming out of the darkness and you're much stronger, and, you know, you've learned so much. Now you can help empower and show people, you know, help people through those things. You often come into contact with people or find out that a lot of people have going through things that you had already went through and stuff, and that's where you may be finding out that you're a healer and you can also help heal people and things like that, and it's very beautiful. You know, things are always balanced out and stuff, and when we work through karma and we release those things, we realize how powerful we are. We then bring in our best lives, and we bring in these divine loves and things like that. So very beautiful. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave it there. That was a reading I had for you. Definitely sending love and light your way, and good luck with your journeys, guys. Bye.